Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to the Midday News.
Let the water flow. I will speak to him directly. President John Dramani Mahama. Yellow blood do.
Now we're still on. The Midday News is live on Joy 99.7 FM and Hit 103.9 FM here in Accra. We are on Love 99.5 FM in Kumasi, myjoyonline.com, and affiliates in all 16 regions of Ghana, including Kekeli FM Ho, Bishara Radio Tamale, KT Radio Kofodia, Oil City Radio Takrady, and Castle FM Cape Coast. We're also live on X Spaces, Facebook, and YouTube. The Midday News is supported by Petrosol Platinum Energy, Energizing Dreams. Our top stories: Lightwave Health Management Systems considers legal action against government over the discontinuation of contract and non-payment of $23 million extra service fees.
As we speak now, no feedback has been heard. They are not ready to even invite a third party to try and settle matters.
Eventually, will it go to court?
Yes, if it gets there, we will.
Details as Lightwood Health reveals about 300 health facilities have plugged out of their system.
We have about more than 450, but we want to limit it to that numbers that are out.
Those who plugged off?
Oh, they are well over 300.
And have you found out why they decided to go off?
Growing frustration in Mankasim over Parliament's delay in ratifying the Ewoya lithium lease as residents threaten massive demonstrations.
It is Parliament that is delaying us. They are starving us. If they are not careful, we will demonstrate against them.
We have details as traditional authorities struggle to hold tensions down. More in our series Hope on Pause, the Lithium Promise. Also coming up, opposition NPP backed former President John Agyekum Kufuor following his criticism of the Nana Akufo-Addo's administration over what he described as unpopular decisions that contributed to the party's defeat in last year's elections.
Even the government of Akufo-Addo had agreed, the party had agreed that after conditions had never been the same and policies were being implemented to be able to keep the economy of Ghana very stronger, to be able to get an expansion as we are getting now.
But the party nonetheless offers a measured pushback, noting that the Akufo-Addo government was not obligated to consult him on every major policy.
Once somebody is not consulted and he says he was not consulted, he wasn't consulted. There is nothing the party will have to say because there's no any constitutional provisions that says that the party ought to be consulted.
In sports,
Black Stars coach Otuado stresses need for solid preparations ahead of the World Cup after draw with England, Croatia and Panama.
And later on, bloody weekend on Ghana's roads as crashes leave at least 12 dead, many injured. We hear from the National Road Safety Authority on this worrying situation coming ahead of the Christmas festivities. These and more with me, Ofori. This is Joy News, independent, fearless and credible. This afternoon, managers of the Lightwave Health Information Management System, LIMS, say may they drag the government to courts following the abrupt end of the $100 million contract. The dispute centers on government's refusal to renew the 5-year deal and pay an outstanding $23 million plus an additional $25 million for services rendered in 2025. Health Minister Kwabena Mintah Kando has defended the decision, arguing that Lightwave failed to fully meet its contract obligations and that services provided this year were not covered by any agreement. Well, government has since issued a 1-month ultimatum for a switch to the Ghana Health Information Management System, GIMS. But speaking on the AM show on Joe News, Lightwave Project Manager Eric J revealed that about 300 hospitals have disconnected from the LIMS platform since the controversy began.
This year, everything started this year. The systems have been running for close to 9+ years, and facilities weren't going through these challenges.
These institutions, how many are they?
We have about more than 450, but we want to limit it to that numbers that are out.
Those who plugged off?
Oh, they are well over 300, about 200 to 300 facilities.
They plugged off your system?
Yes.
And have you found out why they decided to go off?
Some may be due to their connectivity, maybe the wide area connection going down. go in to assist.
But government says your system is not fit for purpose and has not been functioning as you tout.
Is it the minister or government? Because the system...
But the minister is the government.
Yeah. So the system is fit for purpose, and I can boldly say that we do not have any such system, even from the time of implementation until now, that does what the Lightwave Health Information Management System does.
Well, Erica J. also says the company is now considering legal action to recover its arrears if the government fails to respond.
As we speak now, no feedback has been heard, meaning they are not ready to even invite a third party to try and settle matters.
Eventually, will it go to court?
Yes, if it gets there, we will. Because there are steps, like I said. If someone is getting you to a certain angle, yes. After all, the minister said he has sent information to the OSP, to the AG, to IOCO, and NIB for them to advise. And so if that is the way the minister, then there is a highly possibility of some judgment that, and this can only be addressed by the courts of law. Okay.
Now to Manketsim in the central region, where tensions are rising as residents accuse Parliament of dragging its feet on the Ewoya lithium project. The residents say they will hold massive demonstrations if the delay continues. Traditional leaders are struggling to hold tensions down, appealing to President Mahama to fulfill his campaign promise and ensure the lease is ratified. Emmanuel Jivenu has more in today's episode of Hope on Pause, the Lithium Promise.
The delay leaves families unsure of what comes next, and many are turning the frustration towards traditional leaders who asked them to cooperate 2 years ago.
The lithium company says they are ready to start once the ratification is given. So now it is Parliament that is delaying us. They are starving us. If they are not careful, we will demonstrate against them.
I'm a in the agro. Yeah, the block, and a mobile buying to bases, messing a paradigm, a pass a man yet. You're the crow, yam qua, Sama Fay and Qua, Ukrainian Qua.
As I sit here,
the delay leaves families unsure of what comes next, and many are turning the frustration towards traditional leaders who asked them to cooperate 2 years ago.
But you be someone was saying one ready. Now,
the lithium company says they are ready to start once the ratification is given. So now it is Parliament that is delaying us. They are starving us. If they are not careful, we will demonstrate against them.
Paramount Chief of the Nkusukum traditional area, Nana Okesi Esando IX, says he is now managing rising agitations almost every week.
I'm a in the agro. You're the block and a mobile buying to bases, messing a paradigm, a pass a man yet. You're the crow, yam qua, Sama Fay and Qua, Ukrainian Qua.
This led to so many agitations, which could have led to demonstrations and anarchies. As I sit here, I tried my possible best as a man to avert most of them.
Honestly, if our chiefs allow me, I'll go straight to the president and tell him what we are going through. Do they want all of us to die before they ratify the lithium lease?
During the 2024 general election campaign, many residents say they listened carefully when the then candidate, John Dramani Mahama, visited the Central Regional House of Chiefs and promised swift attention to the lithium mining lease. If elected, Osajefo Amanfo Edu VI is the paramount chief of Mankasim traditional area.
I was so happy about the answer you gave. The first part was that.
Why do they call us the minority? We don't have the numbers. They are more. There are 138 of them. If they want to pass it, they'll pass it because they have the numbers.
The turntable has turned. Your party, NDC, is in power. You made me hear for the first time the word stranded assets, Your Excellency.
The better we mine it as quickly as possible and take advantage of it. Otherwise, if time passes by, we have what we call stranded assets. You have an asset, but it's stranded. There's no longer any need for it. This is a national cause. And Nana, me and you are on the same wavelength. We'll work together to make sure that this thing goes forward.
So the aspect of the majority and the aspect of the stranded assets, they've all turned in your favor. Do something now.
For now, chiefs will continue to ask residents to remain patient, but they admit the pressure is rising. And without parliamentary action, the possibility of demonstrations and civil unrest will become harder to prevent. Emmanuel Chivano, Joy News, Central Region.
And from the Central Region, let me take you to the Ashanti region, where majority of farmers in some mining communities are abandoning their farm work and venturing into illegal mining, which they consider more attractive and lucrative. The trend, according to officials of the Ministry of Food and Agriculture, is worrying and threatens food security in these communities. There is more in this report.
The mainstay of communities in the Amanse Central, West and South districts is farming and mining. But a worrying trend is emerging as most farmers now see mining as more lucrative than their farm jobs. Millicent Elua Aka is the Agric Director for the Amanse South District.
We are being challenged because of the galamsey. A lot of farms have been down because of the galamsey. So currently where we do have a lot of farming activities going on is Nipa and Chirimia, and we are being challenged of labor because looking at when they go for galamsey, the money that they will get, and when they come to farming, as in agric, comparatively, it doesn't match. There is that disparity.
Officials of the Ministry of Food and Agriculture are now banking their hopes on both government and private intervention to equip farmers in communities within the Amanse South and West districts. Asanko Gold Ghana Limited has stepped in with a community agricultural support project which aims to support both the immediate needs of farmers and the long-term development of agriculture in the host communities.
Now let's turn our attention to politics now, and the New Patriotic Party has mounted a strong defense of former President John Agyekum Kufuor's critique of the Akufo-Addo administration, insisting that he merely stated the obvious truth about the difficult choices that shaped Ghana's economic trajectory in the years leading up to the 2024 elections. The former president, speaking on the Delay Show, criticized the Akufo-Addo administration, stating that several major policy decisions, including the domestic debt exchange program, the National Cathedral project and the Power Distribution Services deal contributed significantly to the NPP's defeat in the 2024 elections. Listen.
Okay. There have been COVID. That there be whom be a buyer no kahuna afei. I can't say for the manage COVID. Okay. Near me who near the but I know I'm actually no. And I near money be.
Governance was going well in the beginning until COVID-19 set in. He managed it well, but I never understood certain things like the domestic debt exchange program, as well as the National Cathedral. I wasn't consulted, and I thought it was going to be done through private funds. The PDS as well, I didn't understand.
Privately, no more. Okay. And bomb to as a government and as a day. But so to me see, but we as a public resources no more. Okay. And Kobubu Bangladesh judges near the team. But we as no, I didn't.
Reacting to this, the party's Deputy General Secretary Haruna Mohammed said the former president's remarks must be understood in the context of admissions already made by President Akufo-Addo himself regarding the challenges and shortcomings of those decisions.
Former President Akufo spoke the obvious. What he said is not different from the fact. Even President Akufo-Addo himself had said that the most painful aspect of what he did was the domestic exchange program. It was a very difficult decision for him. And if you also listen to former President Akufo very carefully, it tells you that the government of His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo was doing very well until COVID came. And when COVID came, we all know that there has been a global supply chain challenges across the world. Even the world economies were growing at negatives. Ghana had to struggle to grow with a positive balance of 0.5%. So we all agree, even the government of Akufo-Addo had agreed, the party had agreed that after COVID, things have never been the same. And policies were being implemented to be able to keep the economy of Ghana very stronger, to be able to get an expansion as we are getting now. So what President Kufuor said is obvious, is a fact, and the party fully agrees with it.
Well, Haruna Mohammed stressed that the painful measures taken, particularly the domestic debt exchange program, were designed to stabilize the economy at a critical moment, insisting that much of today's economic recovery under the Mahama administration stems directly from those decisions.
I cannot confirm whether the domestic program, exchange program has resulted in people's deaths. There has not been any established fact or report from any recognized institution pointing to the fact that people have died. It was a difficult decision, but today, this government is enjoying from the domestic exchange program. It was a difficult decision, but it came with so many positives. We're giving debt release, we're giving some cancellations, we're giving some extensions, and today, Ghana's economy is stronger. And if you check the 2025 and 2026 budget, the finance minister admitted that some of the debt programs that were taken were very good to this particular economy, and they are enjoying the fruits. We're not just doing it as a difficult situation just because what is doing, but we're doing it because we believe in the resilience of the Ghanaian economy. It was very difficult to put financial for it, but we went ahead and did it, and we admit.
Now, on former President Kufuor's revelation that government and the party did not consult him on these major policies, Haruna Mohammed offered a measured pushback. According to him, the government was not obligated to consult the former president on every major policy decision.
Once somebody is not consulted and he says he was not consulted, he wasn't consulted. There's nothing the party will have to say, because there's no any constitutional provision that says that the party ought to be consulted. Consultation is based on the person's vision and direction. So if a matter that the person did not consult you and you confirm he did not consult you, he didn't consult you. President Kufuor has the right. He has the right to indicate that he's not been consulted.
Don't you get the point that as a former president who has been there, president for 8 years, with his experience and also a government trying to implement such policies, wasn't it right party to get some experience mind on that?
I can't say. Maybe there are matters that he has been consulted. You know that the party at a point also publicly came out and asked some number of decisions to be taken, which has not been taken. So consultation maybe is not throughout. So once he says he has not been consulted, there are matters that the party too has not been consulted. So once he's not been consulted, the only answer that can be given is the one who's supposed to have done the consultation.
And let's take you to the courts now, because an Accra High Court has dismissed an application filed by lawyers for the Ashanti Regional Chairman of the New Patriotic Party, Bernard Inki-Boisiakon, popularly known as Chairman Wuntumi, seeking additional disclosures from the prosecution. The defense had argued that the documents they requested were crucial to the management of the case. The matter was adjourned from November 25 to today after lead counsel for the defense, Andy Apiakubi, informed the court of their intention to formally apply for the documents. During today's hearing, both sides argued their positions, with Deputy Attorney General Justice Stremsai urging the court to dismiss the application. Now, after considering the submissions, Presiding Judge Audrey Kokuvite ruled against the defense, effectively striking out the request. Now, speaking to journalists after the proceedings, lead counsel Andy Apiakubi said the ruling only confirmed their belief that the prosecution did not possess the document they had requested, adding that they were satisfied with the court's decision.
There was this legal argument as to whether or not our application was wholesome. We are very happy that the ruling suggests that yes, we had a right to ask for those documents, yet the Attorney General doesn't have any such document in existence. We're asking for 3 main documents. One of an alleged conveyance between Chairman Wuntumi and a certain Anum guy who is a prosecution witness, Henry Inkum. And 2, a purported or an alleged conveyance between Akunta Mines and Henry Inkum. Both documents don't exist by the ruling of the court. Now, the third one was a purported ownership of ammunitions directed at Chemawu to me. We asked for them to provide documentary evidence of proof of ownership of those guns or ammunitions confiscated by the police on site. They don't have any such document to support that assertion.
You're listening to the Midday News. Still ahead, Christian Council of Ghana urges the plaintiff involved in the legal dispute over religious expression in mission schools to step away from the courtroom and seek a peaceful dialogue-based resolution.
I want to appeal to whoever took the case to court, our Islamic scholar who took the case to court, to withdraw the case. And let's sit down as people of God. Let's dialogue and let's settle this amicably.
When I wake up in the morning, I brush my teeth with Kale Charcoal toothpaste. This gives me confidence all day.
Anytime you meet Amma, don't be surprised I smile showing my beautiful white teeth because I don't have cavity thanks to Kale Charcoal toothpaste for its natural charcoal properties. In fact, we are like twins. I can't go without my Kale Charcoal toothpaste.
That be why I dey use Kale Charcoal toothpaste morning and night when I dey go bed safe. It dey make my teeth white when it dey comot every scent from my mouth inside. My confidence level they go up, so I dey show my 32 teeth all.
Introducing the Kale Charcoal toothpaste, formulated with activated bamboo charcoal powder, ensures whiter teeth and removes bad breath. The strong natural property of the activated bamboo charcoal removes bacteria, absorbs surface stains on our teeth caused by coffee, wines, and tobacco. Welcome, Kale Charcoal toothpaste. Kale Charcoal toothpaste, Sankofa Yenchi.
Kale, happy smile.
This advert is FDA approved.
Dear Santa, I don't want a lot this holiday. All I want this holiday is on DSTV, so I can watch all my favorite kids shows on Cartoon Network, Nick Jr. and Nicktoons. Also, Daddy can watch all his football games, and Mommy can watch all her telenovelas.
Ho ho ho! No bronya cook this Christmas. Get yourself or gift that special person a DSTV decoder as a Christmas gift today at 89 Ghana cedis. DSTV, your home of entertainment.
This year is going to be sweet. I don't just feel it, I know it, because the Luckiest Season 3 is back.
And I'm about to show you how to grab your golden ticket. Just dial *712# and follow the prompts to purchase your ticket. Or go to theluckiestafrica.com, hit community tickets, and pick your lucky number.
Or let the system do its magic. Choose how much you want to spend from 1 to 5,000 Ghana cedis. You can even buy a ticket for someone else. Be someone's hero. Payment? Easy. Mobile money in Ghana or card if you're international.
One ticket can turn 1 CD into 500 times more. That's maths we love. Or your community could win 10 times more. So let's get lucky together because luck is everywhere.
And you're welcome back to the Midday News. Thanks for your company. It's time for sport, and Mubarak has the latest.
Pearl, Ghana coach Otuado has 191 days to get the Black Stars ready for the 2026 World Cup. Now, Ghana will open their campaign against Panama on June 17 before facing 2018 semi-finalists England and runners-up Croatia. The Black Stars have crashed out of the group stages in their last 2 World Cup appearances, a pattern Otuado is determined to break.
It's going to be a tough group. You can't take any game easy. I know some people might think, oh, Panama will just beat them and then we will. No, this is the wrong thinking. We have to take it very, very seriously. We have to prepare ourselves very, very well. It's going to be tough, just one I can say. But surely we have the quality to beat all of them, also England. We have to take it step by step and we have to prepare ourselves well. We will surely look into their recent games and we prepare the players well. And I know that on a good day we can also beat them, just like Senegal did. But on a bad day, it's going to be also difficult. And like you said, I think they're the favorites in the group.
That's the head coach of the Black Stars, Otuado.
Thank you very much, Mubarak. Now let's bring you other stories. And the Interior Ministry has launched investigations into claims of assassination attempts on the Office of the Special Prosecutor. The Director of Research, Communications and Strategy at the Office of the Special Prosecutor, Sami Daku, revealed over the weekend that the Special Prosecutor, Kisie Jaben, has survived 2 alleged assassination attempts linked to his official work. Mr. Daku also recounted a separate incident in which he was allegedly dragged out of his vehicle, handcuffed, and beaten by 17 police officers. He said the OSP's work is inherently high risk, particularly when investigations involve powerful and influential individuals making threats, intimidation and violence a constant reality.
The special prosecutor has survived 2 assassination attempts. And yet, there are so many things that we don't put out. Myself, I've been handcuffed and beaten before by 17 police officers, dragged out of my official police. Yeah. So the work that we do is dangerous. Myself, I don't even live at one place. And the same, because people say that you are the face, you are talking, and for national security purposes, I was not supposed to even say this.
Is anybody being investigated over these assassination attempts?
There have been investigations in the past.
Well, the Interior Ministry, as we may be aware, says it is taking the allegations seriously and has initiated investigations to establish the facts and ensure that the safety of officers at the OSP is ensured. Now, in the studio with me is Joy News editor Fred Smith with details of that statement. Fred, what does the statement say?
Well, the statement says that the attention of the Ministry of the Interior has been drawn to information that the Special Prosecutor, Mr. Kisie Jaben, has survived 2 assassination attempts while discharging his duties to the public. The Director of Strategy, Research and Communications at the office, as you mentioned, spoke on News Power over the weekend. It says that beyond the security implications of these claims, such dangers to personnel of accountability institutions, if true, can undermine the government's effort to combat corruption, which have intensified since it took office. The ministry has therefore taken up the matter with the seriousness it deserves, and they give details about the preliminary findings that they have found on the alleged assassination attempt. It says, point 1, it says, initial contacts with Mr. Kisie Jaben have revealed that the assassination attempt on him, as claimed, happened before this year. There's no record, this is the second point, there's no record or report of such threats against his life at any police station or at any of the state security agencies in the country. The Ministry of the Interior has further directed as follows: that since crime does not expire, the ministry has ordered a full-scale investigation into the claims of assassination attempts. The ministry has also ordered an investigation into the claim by Mr. Samuel Apiadaku that he was handcuffed and beaten by 17 police personnel. The ministry says it will update the public on the outcome of these investigations and the actions to be taken. The ministry is reiterating its commitment to protecting all lives and properties to ensure that all Ghanaians can conduct all their lawful affairs without any fear for their safety.
Joy News editor Fred Smith with that statement. Now to the Upper East region, where Joy News Impact Makers Awards 2024 honoree Samuel Nana Bekai Jirako has donated 20 dual decks to the Kopela Primary and Junior High School in the Boku West District. Samuel, who was the founder of the Haven of Love Children's Foundation, was honored in the Health and Social Welfare category of the awards last year, said he mobilized support from friends and well-wishers to raise funds to procure the furniture to help children learn in a more conducive environment. Correspondent Albert Sori has this report.
For many years, the Kopela Primary and Junior High School in the Boko West District, here in the Upper East region, was without adequate classroom furniture.
Managing the class, it wasn't easy at all because people were lying on the floor while writing. Others, they have to lean on the walls behind, which some of them could not see on the board. It wasn't easy for I, as a teacher, to move around and help some of them because they were crowded all over.
Today, help has finally arrived. The Haven of Love Children's Foundation has delivered 80 newly constructed desks to the school to help bring an end to the uncomfortable routine that robbed pupils of their concentration and teachers of effective supervision.
We are persuaded that out of this community, out of this village, we'll get doctors, lawyers, politicians, we'll get IT professionals, we'll get the next people who will change the face of Ghana.
The donation has brought relief to the school and the community.
If you were here last time to see how our children were lying on their stomachs to write exams, and you see this, it will mean the whole world to you.
The pupils of the Kopela Primary and Junior High School could not hide their joy at now being able to sit upright behind their new desks for lessons. Reporting for Joy News, Albert Sori, Boku West District.
Well, before we go, the Christian Council of Ghana has expressed concern that the ongoing litigation over religious expression in mission schools risks deepening societal divisions. Well, the council is urging Shafiq Osman, the plaintiff at the center of the case, to consider stepping back from the courtroom in favor of an amicable, dialogue-driven resolution. It's time for What's Trending, and Collins Frimpong is here. What do we have?
Yeah, Pearl, in the last 72 hours, we've seen coup happening in Benin, and it looks like it wasn't successful. And we all know that ECOWAS has also deployed its standby forces into the country, and that's what is trending currently on X as number one. But Member of Parliament for Yendi, Abdul Fattah Al-Hassan, has praised the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, for what he described as an unusually swift and decisive response to the political unrest in Benin.
Thank you very much, Collins Frimpong, with What's Trending, and that's how we end the Midday News. I am Pearl.